Welcome back to Dr. Remmer's base. I am, of course, again joined by Mike Crain, creator of Mega Man Revolution. So, Punch Boy and the Defenses Center. Punch Boy gave me a lot of trouble, as you will see. But
Oh yeah, he's really hard if you don't use the right weapon.
well, I'll be interested to see what you think of my weapon choice. Now, this is another point in time in which you really did a good job of stacking the enemies and the environment against the player.
Yeah, I gotta go all out because it's the last stages.
Indeed. Now, there does appear to be a dual-layered background. Was that something where you had to, and it gives that sort of, what do they call it? Parallax effect? I don't know.
Yeah, parallax.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's, I just know I've heard that as one of those words talking about the DS, the 3DS or whatever. So, but
Yeah, it's possible on the NES. You got if it's like scrolling to the right on the screen, you have to get rid of a pixel for the left for every frame update and stuff, and it's not a real parallax image, but it looks like one when you get done.
now is that how you did these ones?
No, I just made a big giant tiled image and put it behind everything.
Nice.
Oh, that's probably the hardest part of the game to get an item from. Oh, you managed to save that one.
All right. And, I'm doing okay. At this point, I was feeling pretty good about myself. I'm like, okay, this is tough, but I can work it. And that extra life, which I, of course, will need later. And here's where it comes. This is the tough one. Boys and girls, this is what it's all led up to. It took me a while to figure out that those arms, you could halt their progress by just hitting them with something.
Yeah.
But between it and then the spider is what does me in.
The arms at first, I was gonna have them actually appear randomly in an interval, but then they could hit you while you're falling down that shaft there. So I made them where they weren't random.
For those of you who are paying close attention, might want to call me out on it. I did use treble boost to kind of get through there a bit faster and taking a little bit less damage. One thing that's fun, if you're still firing, you'll remain in place even on the edge of those conveyor belts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to change it now that I have successfully gotten through the game. You're welcome to change any and all of the things that I abused to get my butt through there. But don't feel in any hurry.
Well, I think if something like that was left in and the programmer knew about it, or, well, even if they didn't know about it, I think you have every right to take advantage of it.
I absolutely agree with you on that one, Mike. Of course, then the trouble becomes, for you figuring out whether or not it was planned or not. Oh, and here comes, oh, I do not do well here.
Those damn Punch Boy arms.
I know. And I wonder if I figured out, yes, this is when I figured where I thought, if I can just keep that sand shield up, I can just waltz through the Punch Boys, or at least, get them to stop. I love persistent shields. Love persistent shields. And there are far too few of them in the Mega Man games. Most of them are, silly like the leaf shield, and they go flying off in whatever direction you try and head, which makes them only useful in that one Wily stage where you have to ride the conveyor belts around.
Yeah.
Of course, Leaf Shield in that Wily stage is for suckers. Real men do it with
Man,
P.
it just... Uh-oh.
Yep. Twisted Sister rematch time. And here it comes. Do you like the taste of explosions, Twisted Sister? Or Twister Sister? Dang, I keep mixing those up. Someday that Twister Sister's just not gonna take it anymore. I don't have my moments, Mike. But when I have them, you know, I don't have many of them. But when I have them, it's nice to know you're willing to laugh with me. Oh,
well,
yeah.
It was a good pun.
Thank goodness the sand shield can take care of those bones.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I sure punched through that shield.
Well, part of the problem was I kind of got cocky and I thought, you know, I can just keep on moving with reckless abandon. Really, if you stop, then you'll be just fine. But it's when you keep running that you'll get in trouble.
Now, the sand shield's actually composed of 5 objects, not 4.
Oh, really? Okay.
The 5th object is an invisible radius that lets it know where the things collide with it so that they can't go through it.
Oh, that's interesting. Was that difficult to program?
Nah. First I had it just relying on the sand shield particles, but then it wasn't very reliable, so I put that in there. But the damage that it deals, that's determined by the sand shield particles. Mm-hmm.
So the quantity of particles that hit it are what determine the damage.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So if you stay up close and personal, you'll get a lot more of that damage, whereas if you're hopping around, you just won't.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay, well now it's time for Punch Boy, and this is going to be hard to watch, Mike. And not just because I'm sure I chose the wrong weapon in every case, but also because there are going to be a few deaths, but thanks to the magic of editing, we'll be able to skip a few of those. And while the iron saw does stop them in their tracks, but anything could have done that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fairly difficult if you don't use the right weapon.
And then he gives me that. Now, the sort of smite. Oh man, I can't even think of what to say. The sort of sticking the tongue out face that he's giving me. Does he give you that when you use the incorrect weapon on him?
No, that determines his attack pattern.
Oh, nice.
Like if he's doing the little O face, he shoots all the fists off at once. Mm-hmm. If he's doing the tongue face, then he shoots them off one at a time until he shoots 4, and then the sad, angry-looking face, he teleports the fist toward you.
So far I'm doing an okay job with the sand shield. My the enhancement that I have that takes some amount of damage and refills the weapon itself has been keeping my sand shield topped off so far. But it's been slow going. And you know, the flame, the fire weapon doesn't seem to be doing much better on it. But once I got a handle on something that didn't, for whatever reason, just immediately get taken out by the fists, I stuck with it.
Oh, you got down to 1.
Exactly. After using an E-tank, getting it down to 1. So, like I said, definitely a shame. But I do
that's
think...
okay, though. Oh yeah, that's his weapon that he's really useless against.
There we go. So kids, Sound Blaster. Not just for your computer anymore. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you have, feel free to leave a comment or a like to let me know how to best allocate my time and the things that you want to see. Clicking any of the videos around here will take you to a playlist with more of that particular brand of madness. And of course, subscribe if you always want to be up to date on the things that I produce. Thank you so much, and take it easy.